So hey everyone, this is LanokirX and I'm here to talk about something that I usually don't talk about on my channel, which is about a cartoon. However, I felt it was fitting to do today, and as you probably did see on the thumbnail as well, the title of this video is about ThunderCats War. ThunderCats Roar, not War. And what a roar it became. Seriously, it had been an outrage, and I am thinking they could actually call this ThunderCats Outrage instead. I think that fits a bit more. People have been way bonkers about this, and taking a look at it, it looks like this.
Hey there everyone, my name's Lion-O, and I'm the star of a new show called ThunderCats Roar. Wait, you don't know what a ThunderCat is? Well, let's start small. I'm a ThunderCat, and this is my magic slicing stick, Sword of Omens. Give me sight beyond sight.
So yeah, people have been quite aggressive about this, so to speak. Very negative reviews. People hate it. They say it's ruined the show and all that. That this is not ThunderCats and all. It's going to crash bonkers. And I think it's a bit over the top. I mean, people is overreacting towards this. I mean, I can understand, you grew up with ThunderCats and all that, you have that in memory, this series from the 80s, but this series is not aimed towards you. I'm pretty sure, at least. I'm pretty sure this show is actually aimed towards kids today, rather than you that watched the original show in the 80s and 90s. And that is what I think people is reacting towards, is that they get upset because it's not as the show I grew up with. And of course, that is outrageous. I loved the show when I grew up, when I was a kid watching this. But that is also the thing I like to take up here, is that what kids today consider entertainment is different from when we grew up as kids. I mean, it's always like this. Or will always be that the previous generation will always be like, man, kids today are so stupid, they enjoy this, I mean, they should enjoy the good old stuff that I grew up with. I mean, I'm pretty sure about it, because I grew up with like Turtles, Pokemon, Sailor Moon and whatnot, and adults back then, they were like, Pokemon? Turtles? That is some weird shit, man. That is not that good stuff I grew up with. And that's how it goes. Today, this is what cartoons for kids looks in general. It have taken this kind of thing, it become a bit more rounder, it's become a bit more silly and all that. And if the kids enjoy it, let them enjoy it. If they don't, they don't. Because I'm pretty dang sure that this is not aimed towards you, an adult that watched the original show as a kid, but rather these new generation, these kids. And in a way, I actually think you should be happy. I mean, you really enjoyed the ThunderCats and all that back then, and you of course want kids today to see it, but to be fair, the quality and the animation, all of that, doesn't really follow with today's, and that is why they take a different perspective of it. And I like to see it like, we have ThunderCats, the original show from the 80s, we have ThunderCats from 2011, and then we have ThunderCats from 2019 that are gonna be released next year. And yeah, different ThunderCats. If you really enjoy the very first so much, then you watch it. You don't need to watch the other. And you will never, I can say right away, you will never ever get a perfect reboot, because first of all, that style of animation isn't really used today, and the story have evolved, people have evolved, and I feel like that in that sense, that the new rebooted version of DuckTales, first of all, personally I think it looks very nice and all that, and I loved DuckTales as a kid. I watched it all the time. It was one of the best things ever. And I'm happy that they do it. Sure, they personally, it's about money. It's always about money. It's a cash cow and all that. But I'm happy that kids today get to see the show I grew up with. However, the show is more adapted to them today. I'm happy for that. They get to see, and maybe they grew up and like, man, there is an older DuckTales, an older ThunderCats, and they watch it as well and gonna be like, man, I hope they gets like that in the future and things like that. I think, at least that is my personal opinion about it. I think it's a bit, people getting way bonkers about a kid's show, and most of them that is outrageous about it is adults. And that's the thing, people say it's about money, that they all just want to cash it in, and of course, that's always the case. Because it's two things that sells, it's sex and kids. Not together, not like that together. You know what I mean? I'm pretty dang sure you at least know what I mean. It's easy to sell to kids. I mean, you see like people like Rice Gum, Logan Paul, Jake Paul, all of these people, I mean, they obviously is aimed towards kids, and kids swallow it. And don't say that kids are stupid. They have always been stupid. When I was a kid, I was stupid. When you were a kid, you were stupid. Kids are stupid in that sense. Not only this generation, but always. And saying stupid is a bit unfair actually in that sense, because I would say unexperienced. They are still young. Their minds is so easily influenced by things. So me saying that kids are stupid, but they're not, I'm kind of go against my own point there. But you know what? That is at least what I think about it. That kids are kids. Let them be kids. Let them enjoy the show. If they don't, the show will be cancelled. I don't think, you know, it should be cancelled because adults today and the older people is like, this show is shit. Why? I mean, I could be understandable if it's a show that is showing about horrible values like racism and sexism and things like that, that people get outrageous that this is not okay. But being outraged because this doesn't fit your mentality and what you remember the show, I think that is a bit, people is taking this a bit too serious. I mean, I can understand people if people is getting, I mean, it's a fandom they grew up with. I mean, I grew up with Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I loved the show to death as a kid. And how many reboots haven't been on that? But honestly, and I don't really care about it either. I mean, if I really want to watch Turtles, then I watch the old stuff. Or randomly the new movies. I thought actually they were pretty good. In comes the mob to kill me. How could you like it, Lano? How could you? Yeah, my opinion sucks, I know that. So in the end, I just want to say, it's okay, of course, to have your opinion about that, but seeing how people overreacting so strongly to this, I find it a little bit silly, actually. If the kids enjoy it, let them enjoy it. If you don't enjoy it, tough luck, I guess. That is my little rant about this ThunderCats Roar thing and my personal opinion about the show. Honestly, it kind of looks generic, kind of looks like any kind of common kids show, but it doesn't really bother me in that sense. They could have taken any kind of show I grew up with, literally. They have already made a reboot of DuckTales and Turtles a billion times, and probably lots of other shows I don't even know, heard about or remember anything about, but I feel it's a bit unnecessary to be outrageous, and probably people will forget about it very soon anyways and be like, oh yeah, they made this. I try not to remember that. But yes, I will be back with more talk about things here on my channel. So thank you for watching. See you later on. Have a continued super great day.